The Substance of Martyrs by William Sandler. The Golden Christ. I won't tell you the name of the little German village in which I saw the miraculous Golden Christ on the cross. Colonial Dumfries was, and is, a renowned scholar and linguist, an expert on Italian Renaissance and Middle European medieval art. And there's art. Wowie. Very cool. The 45th Division. During the war, Colonial Dumfries, had been a major in military intelligence, British Army, on a special detached duty with the 45th Division, American. Near the end of World War II, the 45th had captured a number of salt mines near Salzburg, crammed with a vast quantity of loot, which the Nazi had stolen from Europe's finest museums and private art collections. To this day, not all the treasure known to have been stolen from the Nazis have been recovered. War-torn church. As we approached, it was evident that the church had been heavily damaged during the war and still lacked complete repair. You see, there's two images. They're both gone and destroyed. Solid gold Christ. Miraculous cures had taken place there. People came from many hundreds of miles around to pray before the little church's altar crucifix. A solid gold Christ on the cross to pray for and occasionally receive miracles. Directly above the chipped altar was hung a magnificent crucifix, a great golden Christ nailed to a mahogany cross. It glowed in the flickering light of candles. The closed eyes seemed to slowly open, to look down on the kneeling people, and to seek me out. I had seen many excellent crucifixes. I found myself staring piercingly at the golden Christ. There flowed from that strange figure an unmistakable aura. I felt that the closed eyes were no longer closed, but were gazing at me, into me, with pity and love. They were proud of their crucifix, Dumfries told me. It was the most precious object in their lives. Even though the church doors were never locked and strangers never refused admittance, their crucifix had never been disturbed. Never. But then no wars had ever really touched this hamlet. No wars, that is, until Hitler proclaimed his right to rule the world. Yes, him. Former assistant commandant at the infamous Dachau concentration camp was given the job of fortifying the village and, if necessary, fight to the death in its defense. Bowler fortified the town, ignoring the protests of the priests and parishioners. He gave orders to use the bell tower of the church as a spotting post for their deadly .88 artillery. On a cold February morning, the American whirled through the thin snow and the town was taken. Most surrendered immediately. Bowler was not among them. He escaped. Substance of Martyrs. But the Bowler's gold bars. Can't you guess where the gold came from? Dumfries said. Bowler was one of the butchers of statue, stripping the rings from his victims' fingers as they were led wailing into the gas chambers, wrenching the gold teeth and fillings from their lifeless mouths as they were fed into the furnaces, accumulating its pile of gold, melting it down into bars. From the Jews, I whispered. Yes, from the martyred Jews of Dachau, Dumfries said. Doubtless Holler considered it a diabolical joke, saying the gold came from the stolen Christ. But he was so far from wrong. The pagan executioner stole from the Christians their Christ of gilded lead, only to replace it with one made of the most precious metal of all, the substance of martyrs.